you a literature lover? Are you tired of reading literature that does not resonate with our time? Do you have questions about literature? If so, welcome to the podcast, My Two Cents Worth, with Odelia Wakesho Mombori, the platform that discusses literature in relation to our times. I am uniquely Kenyan and relevantly African, hence my focus, African literature. In this video, I will be sharing the book reviews part 1. Hashtag you better read. Please listen till the end. You will definitely have food for thought. Let us sell in. The first book, The Language of Languages by Ngugi wa Thiong'o. We commence this book review with our very own legendary Kenyan writer. I am so sure we've all read a couple of Ngugi wa Thiong'o's books in one way or another, especially when we speak of our Kenyan high school set books. The River Between, A Grain of Wheat, Weep Not Child, name them all. To those who did the library lessons faithfully, we read I Will Marry When I Want, a prison memoir or a memoir of a writer's awakening, all the way to the iconic controversial book, Decolonizing the Mind. Of course, and many more that I haven't mentioned. All in all, yes, we all know the Kenyan writer, Ngugi wa Thiong'o, the acclaimed author who later decided to shift writing in Gikuyu, a way of fighting forth for the indigenous African languages to find their rightful position in the literary world. It is thus from here that he champions this practice of literary translation in his book, Language of Languages, that has brought together all of his essays and lectures regarding translation. In this book, Language of Languages, Ngugi brings in his writing experiences that propels the translation discourse as a conversation that ought to be ongoing in order to continually unify the African people through their own individual African languages. A perfect means to heighten the value of literature without any borderlines. Nice. The second book, Hocus Pocus by Kinyenjui, a contemporary Kenyan writer as well. Kinyenjui presents to us a thriller narrative that exposes all of our contemporary social issues. An oxymoronic plot that explores how life and finances are simply a gamble on their own. We've all played poker, right? Exactly my point. The next book, Drunk by Jackson Biko. I think the best way to sort of give you a snippet of the story is to first listen to LeBianca's song, Check on Me. And I quote the first words in the chorus. I have been drinking more alcohol for the past 5 days. Did you check on me? End quote. I know you know the tune. Back to the book. Drunk is a book that will make you think of that person you know, and you may possibly want to quickly reach out to them. A story that basically boils down to one social drinker. How many people do you know that always give you reason to their drinking in the name of, I'm a social drinker, right? Let me quote one of the best opening reviews I came across about this book, and I quote, it starts with a girl. Girls, actually. It's only fair that it starts with a girl. No. Only problem is that most stories that start with a girl always end up with someone banging on the door saying, I just want to talk. This is not one of those stories. This one is about Larry. Mad Larry. He drinks, he shags girls, he hates his father. End quote. Briefly, Drunk encircles the story of the main character named Larry, who thrills in every fine thing that comes his way. A good job that comes with good steady income, a good urban living with all its glitz and glam, including women. All this went on at every break of dawn and sundowner moments, until Larry could no longer handle his drinking. Grab this copy. The next one, Confessions of Nairobi Women by Joanne Thatia, a book that unravels 13 accounts of how women find themselves enchained in the bustle and hustle of Nairobi city. As a reader, you will find yourself listening in to thoughts of each and every woman going through their lives as they widely give out confessions. If you've never perused through the Twitter pages of Nairobi gossip, or better yet, Kilimani moms, this is another certified level of what women face. By the way, all stories have one common similarity. They all begin with a man. The confessions run from one woman pondering on how and when to kill a husband, to love at first romance that led to behind bars, not to forget the soon-to-be bride regrets, to Instagram feeds of a businesswoman, all the way to the emotional roller coaster story of how a woman lost her 4-year-old daughter. I must confess as well, I do not want to preempt any further, as I will feel disappointed giving you spoiler alerts. Just buy the book. Await the second part of the book reviews. #You better read. That's all I have for you today. Kindly subscribe and share this podcast with your family and friends. See you when you see me. Bye.